welcome back to my channel. It is Christian here with The Beauty Basic, and today I am going to be bringing you my January favorites. I know that it's a little bit late in the game for January favorites, but it's my first month on YouTube, and I was like, I cannot pass up the opportunity to film my very first favorites video in the month of 2016. And I'm going to just show you a few of the things that I have been loving this month. Pretty much everything that I'm going to be showing you I had not tried prior to late December or, you know, throughout the month of January. So if you're interested in seeing all of my monthly favorites, then just keep on watching. So as I pretty much referenced in every single video that I've posted, I have pretty much talked about my skin and the issues that I've been having with my skin over the last 6 months to a year. So I have been buying a lot of skincare and trying to find out things that just kind of are going to work for me. And one of the things that I bought in late December, early January was the Glam Glow, the Super Cleanse. I really wanted to try the mask, but the mask is 70 bucks, and this for a cleanser is still expensive. It's like 40 bucks, but I love it, guys. Like, I love it. No, it just has not solved my acne problems, but whenever I use this, I don't use it every night, but whenever I use it, I wake up the next morning and the acne, the redness has kind of calmed down a little bit. The bumps are not as visible as they were, and it just feels so good on the skin. It is a mud to foam cleanser. So basically what I do is I apply it to my face dry, and then I kind of work it in circular motions, and then I kind of add water and add water and add water, and until I feel like my skin is completely clean. When you rinse this off, it just has the best soothing feeling. Like, it just feels so amazing on the skin. I really do love it. It kind of draws the impurity out of your skin before more acne can form, or at least that's how I feel what it's doing for my skin, and I love it. So again, it's the Glam Glow Super Cleanse. The next thing kind of goes hand in hand with the Glam Glow. This is also something that I loved this past month, in the month of January. It's the Simple Micellar Water, and as you can see, I have used almost all of it. So I go in with my cleanser, and then when I'm done with whenever I'm done with whatever cleanser that I have used for the evening, I take this over my skin, run it over with a round cotton pad, and it's crazy the amount of makeup that you'll see come off using one of these things. You think that you're getting your skin completely clean whenever you go in with a cleanser until you add something like a cleansing water or a cleansing oil to your routine, and then you'll realize that just a cleanser by itself is not getting the job done. This is like $6 or $7 at Ulta, and I love it. I have definitely seen a difference with the cleanliness of my face once I'm done washing it. It's a good extra step to have, and I do really think that it makes a difference. It is gentle enough on my skin. It did not cause any breakouts. It has just been really, really good for me, and I like it a lot. I highly recommend this. I really, really do. And I love this all month long, as you can pretty much see by the empty bottle. So we're gonna talk about this really quick. It was my favorite foundation of the month. I love it. It's awesome. It is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. I love this stuff. This stuff has very, very, very mixed reviews on Sephora.com. I haven't heard anybody really talking about it prior to, I want to say maybe the last month or two. Stuff is awesome. I love it. It applies the perfect amount of coverage. Like, I'm not even kidding. It provides the perfect amount of coverage. It is lightweight. You cannot feel it. The applicator is genius. At first I thought it was kind of dumb. I was like, really, what am I going to do with that? But no, it is genius. You just kind of dot it on your face. You're never going to waste product with an applicator like this. You just dot it on your face and you're with a brush or a beauty sponge, and it just looks flawless. It does, you know, and I do have problem skin, but even before I go in with concealer, this stuff does an excellent job evening out my skin. It just feels nice. I have it on today, and I just can't say enough good things about it. But this didn't break me out. This didn't clog my pores. This did nothing terrible for my skin. It doesn't really cling to my dry patches. It doesn't sink into my fine lines. It just provides a beautiful canvas for your makeup. So the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. Okay. So the next thing is also a new product that I picked up in the month of January that I like a lot the Maybelline Master Conceal. Now, I like this personally for spot concealing and evening out my skin tone. I do not like it under my eyes. For me personally, it does sink into my fine lines and it does not set onto my skin in a nice way underneath the eyes. That's just what I have found. I'm still kind of playing with it under my eyes to see if I can kind of figure it out to where it'll look nice. But I've noticed every time I've ever worn this underneath my eye, as the days wear on, I can kind of see it almost like lifting. I don't know how to explain it, but as a spot concealer, this stuff is really, really nice and I really, really do like it. It does even out my redness. It does give me, you know, a nice, it blends into the skin. As far as on the rest of my face, it blends into the skin really nicely. I do not know why my under eyes tend to just want to reject it, but I do like this concealer. It is a really good affordable drugstore concealer. I have been diving really deep into the drugstore lately, trying to just find awesome products that are gonna work for me, that are on the more affordable end. And I am really happy that I have found this one. I prefer the Maybelline Fit Me underneath the eyes, and I will go in with this as a spot concealer, but it is really awesome for that purpose. Bit of a thicker consistency, but it blends out, as you can see, very, very easily. Blended out onto the skin beautifully, and it just masks any imperfections that I have on my face. So I love it for that purpose. The next thing that I was loving this month was the Pixi by Pectra Makeup Fixing Spray. And I use it in every way possible. I use it before my makeup, I use it after my makeup, I use it as a refresher, and it just feels really, really nice on the skin. I don't notice that it makes my makeup last longer, but I kind of use it in the MAC Fix Plus to kind of settle everything down, to kind of get rid of the look of powder and things like that. And it is very refreshing throughout the day. Sometimes I have thrown it in my handbag because it is colder and I do have dry skin, so I do like to have something that I can just mist on my face when my face is starting to feel kind of tight and I can kind of see my makeup is starting to break up or wanting to cling to dry patches. I kind of will spray this on my face and kind of just let it soak in, and I love it. I think it's really good. I think it is a little bit more expensive on the drugstore side of things. This was either 15 or 18 bucks and MAC Fix Plus is like 20, 21. So it's not really affordable drugstore, but it is a nice product and I definitely think it is worth giving a go. One of my favorite blushes of all time, and it is my holy grail blush. I love this blush more than any other blush ever. It's a peachy blush. It's like a peachy shade and it has some really beautiful shimmer to it. It blends like you wouldn't believe. It goes with almost any makeup look that I use because I tend to gravitate towards the same colors on my eyes, so it pretty much goes with any and everything that I use. It is beautiful. It gives an awesome sheen, but a sheen that's not chunky or glittery, or it doesn't say, hey, look at me, I've got a full face of acne. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful and I love it. And now that I've started using it again, I don't know that I'll ever use another blush ever again because I love this stuff. Like, it's amazing. Margin. This is Margin. Margin is a color that I love, that I hold it down for. One that's very similar to this without the sheen, that's more matte if you're not into sheen, is Melba. Sheen, try out Melba, but Margin is beautiful. Gloss that I have found myself reaching for a lot, that has been in my collection for a really long time, and I just kind of neglected it, but now I have been wearing it. I want to say that I've probably worn it in about 2 videos this past month. And it's a lip gloss that I will wear when I don't want to put on makeup or when I don't want to put on a lipstick, because it is highly pigmented and it is a beautiful color. It is NARS's Dolce Vita. It is the NARS Dolce Vita lip gloss, and this is it right here. If I don't want to put on a lipstick, 90% of the time I'm wearing Kat Von D's Lolita. I'm gonna be real about it. But lately, when I haven't been wanting to wear a lipstick, I have been using Dolce Vita lip gloss, and it's like a dusty rose shade. It is sticky, but it's not uncomfortably sticky. It's the good kind of sticky, the kind of sticky that's gonna make sure that you're gonna know when you put it on, it's not gonna glide around everywhere. It's not the type of sticky, in my opinion, where, you know, it's gonna give you that weird, like textured, you know, when you put your mouth together, it kind of separates and just looks funky. To me, it's not that kind of sticky in my opinion. I think it's comfortable to wear. I think it's a beautiful color. I think it lasts on the lips for a really, really long time. And I have really been into wearing this on days when I do not want to put on a lipstick. And I just think that it just gives a beautiful look to your lips. It's glossy. It's very glossy to me in a very beautiful sheen type of way. And I just love this lip gloss. I've had it for so long and I've never used it. And I don't know why. And I'm finally glad that I have started picking this up. My favorite eyeshadow palette this month, other than the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, because I wear this all the time, was the Too Faced Vegas Nay Stardust palette. Now, I don't know if this palette is still available, but if it is an awesome palette to have. This is another palette that I had in my collection for a good 2 or 3 months before I ever picked it up or started using it. And I love it. I have been using it constantly. I think it is a beautiful palette. I think it's very beautifully made. I think the colors are pigmented. They're just, in my opinion, they're beautiful. And some people were saying that they were similar to the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which there are some definite similarities between the two. So if you can no longer get this one and you don't have this one, I think you can achieve pretty similar looks with one or the other. So if this is no longer available, but you don't own this one is definitely worth checking out. But I have just been using this palette a ton because I'm trying to give this one a break. And I just think that the colors are just gorgeous in this palette. Colors that I typically gravitate towards in any palette. So Showgirl, Millennial, Jackpot, and what was the other one? And Girls Night. Those are the 4 colors. They swatch beautifully. They are stunning on the eye. I'm not wearing it today. I'm giving the Lorac palette a try. The new one. They're just stunningly beautiful. Oops, that was weirdly swatched. They're just they're just stunningly beautiful eye swatch. That in the weirdest place imaginable. But they are just stunningly beautiful shades and they are just gorgeous. The pigment of these shadows is outstanding. Like, it's amazing. It blew my mind the first time I put my finger, like I went to swatch these for the first time. I was like, you've got to be kidding. Like, look at that sheen. Look at that sheen. Look at that sheen. It is beautiful. So if you can get your hands on it, I would say do it. If not, again, don't worry. Or because this palette, they have, like I said, they have a lot of similarities. So the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, you can definitely achieve pretty much any look out of here. You can achieve using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. The Vegas Nay does have a black, the Chocolate Bar does not. So that is another plus that the Vegas Nay palette had, that it included a black shadow. But it, again, beautiful palette. If you can find it, if you can get it, I do recommend picking this palette up. So that's it, guys. That's all of my favorites for the month of January. I really hope that you enjoyed some of the things that I kind of showed you today. I love every last one of them, and it is so fun branching out and trying to find new makeup as opposed to just kind of using the same stuff over and over and over again. I'm really into all of these products. I love them all. They are products that I am definitely going to be using as my top shelf, my favorite on deck in my little beauty right over here. I have a nice little beauty box right here that has all of my, pretty much my favorite products inside of it. All of these products have been living there for the past month and a half. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, I'm going to ask that you'll do 3 things for me. The first one being going ahead and giving this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. The second being going ahead and leaving me a comment down below, letting me know some of your favorite products for the month of January, or even the month of February, since we're already halfway through February at this point. And the third being, if you did enjoy hanging out with me today, and if you did enjoy spending a little bit of time with me, I would ask that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do post new videos every Thursday and every Sunday, so subscribing to my channel is going to ensure that you do not miss any upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until I see you next time, you guys be safe out there. Bye!